All right, we are back with another video, and here we are going to be talking about the hub for a little bit. So the hub has been really instrumental in our practice. Obviously, we use it in person with our clients, but we've also used it remotely, utilizing the principles of quantum physics and quantum entanglement. So how do we set up the hub? Well, first we have our Windows 11 tablet here. We are just going to use my husband as the guinea pig, so today. So there's lots of things that you can do. We have run our frequency broadcast groups utilizing the Cephi. But again, there's so many different things you can do. So we're gonna show how we do this. So let's say my husband comes in today and his back is acting up and he's having a little bit of numbness in the bottom part of his leg. So like where the fibula is, where the peroneal nerve is. Okay, that's what he's coming to see me today for. So yes, my husband's not here, he's out golfing, but we're gonna do a demonstration. So I'm gonna pick a custom playlist and let me see what I can find that would benefit him. Let's do brain. Let's not do that. Let's do circulation regeneration. That feels good. All right, so we have our frequency playlist here. Now, we're gonna come over here to the hub overlay. Okay, actually, let me go back because I need to play that first. So we're gonna do simultaneous. And I'm gonna turn the volume down because we do not need to hear that. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the hub overlay. Now I'm going to do the electric stim on him today because I wanna stimulate that nerve. So just so you know, you have your outputs, you got the goggle light intensity, you can make more intense or less. My advice would be, especially kids who have autism or ADD, maybe someone's nervous system is a little hyperactive, turn that down as low as you can go or turn it off, okay? Same thing with the volume. Now, normally this is on CES. So CES is if you're going to be using the cranial electric stim, which these go on the earlobes. Make sure you dampen them before you put them on your earlobes or you're gonna have burnt earlobes, okay? That is something that we have always discussed in PT school. But what we are going to be doing today is utilizing your patches. So I took out this CES and simply just put in the electric stim patches, okay? So I've got that all set up. It also means I need to take it off of CES and put it on 10s and you'll get a little warning. Okay, so I am all hooked up. Now, beware, this gets pretty intense, okay? So I'm just gonna turn this down a little bit because he doesn't like it very intense, all right? We're not using lasers right now, but if you were going to use a laser, you could go to my laser course, look up the protocol for neuropathy or herniated disc, find the appropriate laser pen, okay? That's where that would come in. So you can see right here, I already have my lasers already plugged in. Okay, so the ports are ready. I simply would just choose which laser pen I'm gonna be utilizing, okay? And then your frequency mode, we've got theta, alpha, beta, gamma. I usually start people in alpha or beta, okay? That's what seems to work really well for us with our clients in our clinic. All right, so I've got everything set up. Categories, I've got these 3 categories we wanna do. Okay, accessories, I don't have the RTMS, so we're not gonna mess with that. So let's go back to categories. Now, we can send specific frequencies to the hub and to the electrode pads that we're gonna be putting on. So, I've already put 125 in because that is the frequency out of my book. Okay, this is a really cool book. 125 is going to be for nerve regeneration. So you can just see here, there's all these different health issues, and then you can see the different frequencies. We've also got tons and tons for Lyme. Okay, so this is where you would program in your specific frequency, okay? So we've got our frequency in for nerve regeneration. We've got our 3 categories that we want to do. We've got all of our outputs ready. Now, because we're not using the laser, we're going to use 10s. The next thing would be to get the 10s on. So I'm just going to move my camera here ever so slightly. So I apologize. And I'm going to show you what to do. So now we've got our electric stim here. Okay, now what I'm going to do, because the camera probably will not reach my leg, although maybe it will, I'm going to put them right alongside. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. That's where we're going with everything. Actually, let me turn this around. We're not. We're gonna put this on my arm so that you guys can see. Okay, so I have the electric stim on my arm. If I was working on my husband, I would have the electric stim on the outer part of my ankle. Okay, so now we are ready to start utilizing the hub. So I'm just going to go over and turn that on, and then the electric stim is going to go through those patches. So I'll be back with some more about the laser.